Yo, what's good, guys? I just want to make a quick video talking about my focus list going into this upcoming week. Now, currently, right now, Sunday night, the market is gapping up, which I don't really like because it ruins a lot of setups because it just clears past my entry price. So it can mess up a bunch of stuff. So I'll probably be going light size tomorrow if I do enter on a gap up, just because I don't want to get caught in a drawdown move to fill that gap. But yeah, we'll see how all these play out with the gaps and with the overall market. First up is going to be EOSE, classic falling wedge into the moving averages here, over 5% ADR, which I've talked about in that setup video. Now, I mean, it's literally over 10%, very good. If you follow me on Twitter, you know I've been in this since $5 per share with shares, but now looks real good for calls. Friday supported the 8-day moving average and reclaimed it, and also broke out of this falling wedge right here. So it looks really good. I'm going to be looking to get in on a 15-minute close above 1637. Now, currently it's at 1690, which again, like I just said, the gap up going to mess a lot of things up, but I'll still be watching this, and I'll be looking to get 17 call expiring November 21st. And I'll be aiming for at least 1905 and potentially even up to $21 per share. Next up is going to be CELH, Celsius. This looks really good. I made a video talking about this wedge pop previously, and I was in this before. And setting up again, broke out of this falling wedge channel type thing, and reclaimed the 8-day moving average and bounced off of it, kind of making like a mini hammer, like a doji candle, whatever you want to call it. Looks really good. I don't really know what this is overnight right now, but I'm assuming it's going to be gapping up a little bit. But my original entry was going to be on a 15-minute close above 63.80, and I will be looking at 65 call expiring November 21st, and I'll be aiming for 66.74 and higher. Next up, we have WULF, WULF. This looks really good. It's a data miner stock, a data center stock. Been on a pretty decent run. It's been kind of lagging compared to some other data centers. Been moving kind of weird, a lot of like sideways movement, but still kind of going up, and it had a big run up here most recently, and then retraced all the way back down, but created this falling wedge into the moving averages, and on Friday we reclaimed the 8-day moving average. Has a 9.27% ADR, and we have declining volume right here as well, so this looks really good. I'm going to be looking to get in this on a 15-minute close above 14.18, and I'll be looking to get 15 call for November 21st, and I'll be aiming for 16.19 and higher. Next up, we have RR, robotic stock. Robotics have been pretty decent recently, and they have a lot of potential because a lot of them are very cheap. Another one to keep your eye on, by the way, is ARBE. Super cheap stock, literally under $2, and looks great. Chart's all right, but once it reclaims the moving averages and starts breaking out, it's going to get a move going. So anyways, back to RR. This looks really good, falling wedge. Reclaimed the moving averages after it kind of had some drawdown, but over 10% ADR, 13.84, which is really nice. Declining volume, which is good, and also had a huge bounce off the 8-day and the 21-day moving average on Friday. So I'm going to be looking to get in this on a 15-minute close above 615. And I'll be getting 7 call November 21st, and I'll be aiming for 743 and higher. All right, next up is going to be Poet. Has like another falling wedge setup going into the moving averages, 13.81% ADR, which is very nice. A nice volume on the run up and declining volume on the consolidation phase, which is good, like I talked about in that setup video, which if you haven't watched it, go watch it because you know why I like all these stocks. This looks really good. I know a lot of people that are watching this as well, and it bounced off the 8-day moving average on Friday with volume as well. It closed above the volume moving average, which is good. So I'll be looking to get in this on a 15-minute close above 860, and I'll be getting 10 call November 21st, and I'll be aiming for at least $941 to $10 plus. All right, and last but not least, we got Bank of America, BAC. This looks really good. Banks were kind of struggling here, as you can see, a couple of weeks ago, while the overall market was performing nicely. I don't think a lot of people were talking about it, but you don't really want to see this happening, but they recovered really fast, which is good. And a lot of these are setting up. Morgan Stanley, MS, is also looking good, and JP Morgan, JPM, is actually lagging compared to the bunch, so that's something to keep your eye on as well. But BAC is my personal favorite out of the bunch, and I'll be looking to get in this on a 15-minute close above 52.88, and I will be getting 55 call November 21st. And because this is all-time high territory, because 52.88 is literally an all-time high, I will be aiming for like $53.50 to $55 if we get that high. That's why you get far expiration to, you know, let your winners win. And I do want to look at JP Morgan for you guys. Like I said, this is kind of lagging because if you look at, like I just showed you, Bank of America, Morgan Stanley also setting up here. Goldman Sachs, also huge pump and reclaim the moving averages. So this looks good for higher as well. This looks really good. Yeah, this is something to keep your eye on. I might get in this one as well on a break of 302.67, a 15-minute close above that. And I'll be aiming for literally all-time high, pretty much. Another one I want to talk about is going to be Bull, Webull, the broker. So this looks really good, and it had this failed breakout earlier at the end of September. A lot of people were watching this and it looked really good. Even I was in this heavily, but I got out. Unfortunately, I got stopped out. Now, after I saw this huge volume, literally the most volume I've ever had in a day by far, I kept my eye on it, and then it came back down into this demand zone. So I bought shares on Friday right here when it reclaimed the 8-day moving average. Now I'm going to buy more tomorrow on Monday just because I didn't have all my buying power that I wanted to on Friday. But yeah, this looks really good. Super discounted price here. Can easily see this previous high of $16 at least. Like, it's really bound to happen. Webull is a great company. And yeah, this looks really good overall. And declining volume, which you want to see as well, over 5% ADR, so it looks good. So yeah, guys, that's going to wrap up the video. Not a super big focus list, and I'm still going to be light sized in a lot of things for options just because of the gap up, like I said. But a lot of things look good, and going into Q4 this year, I feel like there's a lot of potential in a lot of different sectors and stocks. If you follow me on Twitter, you know I posted a bunch of different reviews on like 10 different sectors last night that all look good and have potential. Talking about crypto, quantum, banks, a bunch of different stuff, and a lot of potential. Like I said, if you aren't locked in, now is a great time to lock in because going into the New Year's, there's going to be a lot of money to be made. And, you know, there will be a sell-off eventually, you know, in 2026. So, again, now's a great time to, you know, get some profits in. Yeah, guys, if you want to know exactly what plays I'm getting, hit the link tree in my bio and join my Discord. It's only $15 a month or $250 for lifetime access. And that might sound like a scary number, but it's really only $15 a month. If you can't afford that, you shouldn't be trading. But yeah, guys, that's going to be my focus list. And if you made it to the end, comment down below what your focus list is and what stocks you're looking at for this week. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.